This journey from Florida up here to Michigan has been one of the most difficult ones that we've had on the road, from realizing that we have a broken rear axle spring to very nearly missing a tornado in Tennessee. We're ready to be home. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed and tweaked and repaired on this camper, and hopefully this last little stretch is uneventful. I think we deserve that at the very least. All hitched up and ready to go. We have basically a full tank of gas, and right now it's showing 213 miles, just over 3 hours, but it's gonna be closer to 4. We made it to somewhere north of Indianapolis. I'm not entirely sure where we are. Typically driving days, I don't like to go any farther than like 3 or 4 hours, but we got close to our original destination and I was feeling pretty good. So I wanted to push a little bit farther, probably about 5.5 hours on the road, and it was worth it. This little campground here, it's actually a city park campground, but it's right along this river, and it is A, way full, but B, it's going to be very quiet and peaceful, and just, we didn't want to ride off the highway camping experience like we've had in the past, so I think it's going to be a pretty perfect night here.
Oh, hey.
How's your spot for the night?
Stunning. Connor and I were just saying we're so glad we didn't stop at the other one that was closer. I don't even know what it looks like, but there's no way that it looked like this. And we've been in Nashville. Stop me if you've said all of this already, but being in Nashville in that spot, just like a classic RV park, we had no view. Our view was the back of someone's camper and the sides of people's camper. So to be in nature again along a river is quite a breath of fresh air, if I'm being quite honest. It is so nice, and we are going to have a very relaxing evening here. No doubts.
The whole reason we wanted this exact camper layout is because we wanted the large rear living windows, and we put the dinette table here, and this is exactly why. Good morning. We actually ended up staying another night here because this spot has been so peaceful, and just a little bit of a day off for us before another long couple travel days, and all of the stuff that's happened over the past week was a very nice feeling. There's like probably 8 or 10 miles worth of trails behind the lake. It's a huge, like 800-acre park, and it's gorgeous. So we just walked some of those, got some work done, watched a TV show, and you know, enjoyed our day here. But we're gonna get moving this morning. It is about 9 o'clock, and we left the camper actually hitched up to the truck when we pulled in. So we don't really have to do anything for setup. We just have to take the stabilizers down and then undo the water and the power. We've never camped like this before, but we pulled in and the camper was mostly level, and we figured originally we were only gonna stay for one night. So we just left it hooked up and worked out great. So easy setup and takedown today. It's gonna be good. It's cold, it's like 50 degrees, it rained all night long, so it was a really good night's sleep. All of our water connections and stuff do live behind this door here, which I guess in theory makes it more of a 4-season camper, and it's not as easy for the connections to freeze. But when you take the water out, it always dribbles, and then this floor area fills up with water. So I think we're gonna try to move these down towards the bottom. And then our black tank flushes here, and that's just as gross because whenever you unscrew the hose, water always comes back out of it. So not my favorite setup, but we're managing. Cold out here this morning. It's only getting colder too. Every 100 miles north we go, it drops like 2 degrees. Also, I don't know if I ever mentioned where we're staying. We're staying at White River Campground, and it's part of Hamilton City's parks. So if you're ever in the area, it's about an hour northeast of Indianapolis. So and this place is worth it. I would come back here just to stay for a week because it's so nice. But if you're passing through, definitely keep it on your list.
Puppy, ready? Oops, sorry. Go ahead. Thank you. Well, good morning. It is 9:45 and we are officially leaving the campground. If you are ever in this area, I highly recommend staying here. It was beautiful, peaceful right by the river, gorgeous trails to walk, and just a good reset for Connor and I before we hit the road again and drive more hours. Today the goal is to make it up just a little bit further north to go see my granddad for lunch today, and then after that we're not sure if we are going to continue driving or if we want to stay and park our camper there for the night and just have a good night's sleep as well. So we're gonna play that by ear, but we'll see you guys after lunch. Well, it seems that it is 7 hours later. We have gotten to our campsite for the night. Ooh, it is cold out here. Feels very good to stretch our legs, and you know, one Chick-fil-A meal later, we've made it.
It was a long day. It was probably 6 hours, but we're here, and it feels like Michigan. We've left all the leaves on the trees, and it's right back to early spring. Just a one night. It is 5:30 p.m. We're gonna get the camper unhooked, plugged in so we can get some heat going, and just enjoy being back in Michigan.
Do we have to unhook, or?
Actually, I don't really think we do. I think we can do what we did last time and just leave it
Perfect.
on these blocks, and then we'll check it.
Ooh, yeah, it is cold. Not gonna lie, I am missing the Florida weather. I already told Connor that, but we have to get up here because we need to fix our axles and do a full replacement. So I guess, well, I'll be sitting by the fireplace at night and enjoying that and the hot tub. So that is what I'm gonna keep telling myself.
Quick and easy, the camper is all set up. It's really nice that we have a spot that we don't have to unhook at, because we're probably gonna leave pretty early in the morning and it's gonna be cold. The camper says 46 degrees, so it's on the chilly side. We got the heat going and our little space heater as well. We're gonna throw another layer on here and then walk Barkley around the campground. It's actually much bigger than I thought it was, so I'm excited to see everything that way. All right, got an extra layer on here, and while it was a longer day today, it's gonna make tomorrow really nice. One thing we talked about was just trying to get to our cabin today, but that would have put us there at about dark, and we've done that before. It's not very fun to pull up to that place with a long day's worth of driving behind you, because you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, last year whenever we came in, there had just been the huge ice storm. We couldn't get the camper into the shop. Whenever we got to our house, the toilet had broken, and so we just don't wanna show up there already tired. So tomorrow we'll get there about lunchtime, which will be really nice, and we have no idea what we're walking into. So hopefully it's nothing. But I am glad to say that our little trailer fix here on the spring has still worked. So as bad as that could have been, we are almost home with it. Let's go see the rest of this campground. It is funny now being here and walking the campground, because I called and I was like, oh, just seeing if you have any availability for us tonight. And he was like, yeah, I think we can squeeze you in. And we're the only ones here. So I'm sure he was just asking what size and trying to figure out where to put us, but pretty sure they had some space for us. We're at Kalkaska RV Park. It was just right off of 131. So on our way north, and north we are. It's cold.
When I got in the camper, the temperature inside showed 49 degrees. So Burr, you know, I fired up both heaters just to make sure the camper's warm when we get back. I don't know, I guess it's that time of year up here. Still feels like winter, but it's spring.
One thing about this area is it could be June and there would still be stretches of weather where we would need a puffy jacket on. So it's really just a coin toss as to what we're walking into, but the air is definitely fresher up here. It smells good. It's pretty nice. We've been in a lot of very popular cities and spent a lot of time on the road the last 2 weeks. So to have home in sight is a very, very good feeling. Part of being this close to our place in Michigan means we have to start getting rid of some stuff in the fridge. So since it's cold outside, we did everything in the kitchen fridge. Soup, it's actually really tasty. We got some sweet potatoes, leftover chicken sausages and chickpeas, rice, curry, coconut broth. It's very tasty. It's warm. We're gonna watch a show and just kind of decompress being off of the road. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know that we're doing anything tonight besides just relaxing. Good morning. Today is the home stretch. This journey from Florida up here to Michigan has been one of the most difficult ones that we've had on the road, from realizing that we have a broken rear axle spring to very nearly missing a tornado in Tennessee. We're ready to be home. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed and tweaked and repaired on this camper. We're laughing about it. We bought this camper in September. We spent one night in it, and then we hit the road for 6 months. That's it. We worked on it for weeks on end to get it ready, but we only actually ever stayed in it and tested it out for one night. So that's pretty trusting in a 12-year-old camper. We did what we could, and it's honestly been pretty great, but we're ready to be back, get some things fixed on it, spread out, have some projects at the cabin, and hopefully this last little stretch today is uneventful. I think we deserve that at the very least. We are rolling out. Amelia is just grabbing the leveling blocks and putting them back in the camper, and then I'm gonna swing around to the dump station here. That way we can get all of our tanks as empty as possible before putting the camper away. There's a lot of stuff that has to get done, plus we have our wedding between now and then, and just life is gonna get really, really busy over the next 8 weeks. So sad to say that that was our last night in the camper for a while, but at least we have our adorable little cabin to go to.
Well, good morning. Connor and I slept amazing. It is 36 degrees out, so don't think it's that warm because the sun is shining. It feels good, but 36. Woo. We just pulled over to the dump. Connor has finished dumping the tanks. This place is really nice if you need somewhere to pull off on your way making it up the state of Michigan, up north. This is a really good spot. Or if you're somewhere in this area and looking for some like campground to take your kids or just have a little like staycation, it was really nice. There are a ton of trees. They also have a pool, a whole restroom area, and it looks like there might be trails in the back, and it's really pretty and cute. They did a great job here. It was a perfect one night for us. We are very excited to get up to our place. I don't know what we're walking into. Our cameras went down a couple days ago at our house, so there's a lot of unknown around that. But I'm just glad to get there and know that we got there safely with the broken spring, and let's just hope that today goes smoothly because there has been a lot of other days that have not been that case. So we'll take you guys along, a few hours to get up there, and that's it. I can't believe it. May 2nd and we're getting up to our place and it's 36 degrees. Nuts.
Would you look at that?
I cannot believe we're here. This feels so strange and not like 6 months have passed.
Yep, 6 full months on the road. We have been all over the place. Arkansas, Texas, flew to Montana, drove all the way to Florida, spent 2 months there, and then drove back with a broken axle spring.
Hey, life happens. We're gonna get it all fixed and hopefully we don't find any surprises here. We have yet to go to our place and check it out, but everything at the neighbor's shop looks pretty good.
Pretty surreal. 6 months later, pretty much to the day, we're back at our cabin. We just pulled in here. We have no idea what it looks like inside, so we are gonna go walk in, flip all the water on, and just hope that we did it all right last fall. I think we did. We had a good feeling about it, but it feels pretty crazy being back here.
Yeah, I'm feeling hopeful, but you never know what to expect. They had a lot of snow and it was pretty cold this winter, so you never really know what we're walking into. And we did see like there was some sort of leak when we left 6 months ago in the attic, so hopefully that's all okay. I don't know if you've been thinking about that, but I have, so let's find out.
Hey, home.
As long as we don't see any critter droppings, we're in the clear so far.
So far.
What do you think, Mark? Well, it smells good.
It does smell good.
Well, so far so good. There is no water all on the floor, so I'd say that's a good sign. We haven't turned, obviously, the water on, so hopefully we don't have a cracked toilet this year. But, you know, lessons were learned. Wow, it looks so good. Nice and bright. Just how we like our houses. Looks good?
All looks good so far. I'm gonna go down in the basement and turn the well on. Hopefully, you know, it stops running at some point, which means that there's no leaks. Let's go see. Inside of the house looks all good. That's only half of it. The well is really the biggest thing that could go wrong here. We're gonna go check on that now. Gotta make sure no critters are coming out of the crawl space at me. The previous owners of this house did like redo the crawl space basically and sealed it all up, and it looks fantastic. I don't see any nests right away. That doesn't mean much, but okay, here's our well. We got pressure tank here, well coming in, moment of truth. It's always a little nerve-wracking. That's water. Let me call Amelia. Okay, yeah, go ahead and open a faucet. We're building pressure in the well, that's good.
Kitchen.
Yeah, that's perfect. Just see how clean it's coming out too.
Looks pretty clear to me.
Sweet. Well's on. Okay, I'm gonna come back up. Well is on, the water inside is running. I'm coming out here to check the wellhead and just make sure that it turns off. If the wellhead continues to run, even though the lines are all pressurized, that means there could be a leak somewhere and it's losing pressure. Oh, it's quiet. That's a very good sign. Whew. Breath of fresh air. We had an issue with this well right when we bought this place, so I'm always a little on edge. But now that's on, I'll fill the water heater and get that going, and this place is turning back into a home. We did clean this house before we left, but of course we're gonna do a nice little clean before. How's it looking here?
Not bad. Our bedroom had a little bit of dust, but that's expected because we were gone for 6 months, but I'm pleasantly surprised. It could be way dustier, and I remember last year being surprised that it wasn't nearly as dusty as I was thinking it was going to be, so might as well give it a nice wipe down. We'll vacuum again and Swiffer the floors, and then we'll bring all of our stuff in here to live in here again.
It's one of those things that doing a lot of work 6 months ago makes moving in really easy. So we're getting the hang of it. We've got our list down pretty well, so we're gonna keep going through the motions, get this place cleaned up, and ready to be moved back in.
Hopefully we don't jinx it.
Hopefully we don't jinx it. There's still a lot of stuff to test. But hey, the toilet flushes, so I'm not seeing water shooting out everywhere. That's a good sign. That was the one thing that we missed last time. So as long as we don't have to do that again on day one moving in, you know, we'll be okay. Hope you guys have enjoyed this journey. It has definitely been one of the most interesting road trips we have taken. So we hope you enjoyed that, and we appreciate you all and hope you have a very large day.
Thanks for watching, guys. See ya next week. Bye.